Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my first stream of 2024. We shall be kicking off my 2024 streams with a stream about one of my favorite comedy characters, Mr. Bean. I have been a fan of Mr. Bean since childhood. I watched the animated series religiously when I was from the age of 6 on Cartoon Network and Boomerang, which led my mum to getting Stan's the opposite, John, which prompted my mum to get Mr. Bean's Holiday on DVD. Then she ended up getting me most of the early animated series on DVD. Then then I got the Holiday Havoc compilation DVD of the live action series. I know, Mason. And then for Christmas 2018, I got the Ultimate Disaster movie on this stream. We're talking about all things Mr. Bean. The live-action series, the 2 films, the animated series, and even the awful Blast Entertainment video game. Yeah, we'll talk about all of that. Okay, who have we got? So, hello George, Mason, Stan, James, William, Pet Squad fan, John Murray, Davin, congratulations on 2,000 subscribers, Roberts. That appears to be everyone for now. Hopefully, the 4 and Charcoal will come. Hello MLP fan. Yeah, it is a banger intro. What do you mean it was mirrored, Stan? Or what's this one? Yeah, we might watch this later. We're definitely going to watch Mr. Bean YouTube poops later. Not just yet, though. Oh, yeah, Johnny English as well. Oh, yeah, Mr. Bean and, well, Rowan Atkinson as a... Maybe we'll look at Rowan Atkinson's other works as well. Greetings, everybody. Right. Right, so we'll start off by, it should do, Davin. The episode of Mr. Bean animation where the fish for dance, aka Shrek Swamp. Yeah, they're hilarious. Yeah, I know Stan's only really a fan of the live-action series and the films, not the, animated Mr. Bean. Nice. Not the animated series. Literally don't remember a thing about animated Mr. Bean. I like them both equally, A. Smith. Welcome. I'll go into more detail later on. I'll go into more detail about the films later on. Never really watched one like this. 35. Damn. Oh yes, your Mr. Bean film idea. Mr. Bean Down Under. I remember that. Mr. fucking Bean indeed. Beans to you too, Spyro. It's CGI, fine and sound right. Both films are great, and it's Mr. Bean. Handshake of Death. What exactly is the Handshake of Death? Bane! Beans. Beans toast. Beans on toast. Oh, I see. Oh, God, Cinder. Okay. I know, A. Smith. We'll talk about that. The Mr. Bean YouTube channel posted a clip from that before, and hey, Harry, right. We'll start with playing Mr. Bean games on Roblox. Come on. What? Mr. Beast? No, no, no. I said Mr. Bean. Who gives a sod about Mr. Beast? We're here for Mr. Bean. Harry, this isn't... Harry, we're not talking about numberjacks in this stream. This is Mr. Bean. Show my avatar. Sorry for not peeing you guys that much. It was great. Mr. Bean from Mr. Bean's Holiday? Mrs. Wicked. Yeah, fair. Yeah, that was the idea, A. Smith. Electrocute someone when doing a handshake. Oh, yes, I remember that. I think I know what you're referring to. Course it is, Stan. Course he is, Stan. Right. I guess this one will have to do. Whatever the hell this is. Drive his Mini to help deliver parcels. Oh yeah, those types of games. Oh my god, it makes me Mr. Bean. I wanted to get my own Mr. Bean avatar, but I didn't have enough Robux for it. The closest I could do was get a Mr. Bean shirt, a shirt with Mr. Bean on it. But yeah, this is good. Oh, there isn't much around. Swallows a spoon. Oh god. There's his MIDI, but it's upside down. Hey, Smartin. Bruiser family. Aha! Why? It doesn't have the... It could have at the very least given it the black bonnet. Well, your avatar is not too far off in this game. Well, anyway, this is just very small. Why isn't the red one the blue Reliant Robin that Mr. Bean crashes about all the time? We're all of us. It's just an army of Mr. Bean clones in this game. Why doesn't this one at the very least have the black bonnet? Oh, and the thing deletes itself. Why can you only have more than... Why can there only be one at a time here? Well, this isn't a very good game, so... I'm aware, William, because they're very, very tough. Must be Mr. Pod. Let's see. Mr. Bean House Worlds. War of the Mr. Bean clones. Hey Rob, nice to see you. I see you've changed your profile picture. Of course it is, Stan. Hey, Super Roblox. Of a similar mini costume. I'm aware. I remember you telling me. Why are they actually minis but Jeeps? I don't know. Of course I do, A. Smith. I'll never get to 10 million. Okay, what has this got to do with Mr. Bean? See, all I was able to put on my avatar is just Mr. Bean, and that's it. I'll get rid of this, by next stream. My boy, pork chops is for dinner. Who look like Mr. Bean? Alright. No, I think it was that criminal, actually. Okay, what the hell has this game got to do with Mr. Bean? In the words of Michael Rosen, precisely nothing. So we'll do something else. We're not having much luck with Mr. Bean games today. Why is it confused Mr. Bean with Mr. Beast? Mr. Bean in the back rooms. I'm not a fan of back rooms, but yeah, this will have to do. I've no idea what it even is. Do you mind, Martin? Okay, we got some pictures of Mr. Bean all over. Okay, I think Mr. Bean. Alright. Troll with Mr. Bean. Oh yes. Yeah, that's a good one. Making a movie now? Cool. Oh, George is killing me. Down to my bloody house, man. Mr. Bean Flash games? I think there are. There he is! He's coming for— oh! Mr. Bean jump scare. Except there's no sound. Oh wait, I turned the sound off. Didn't give me Mr. Muscle outfit. I'll go, hey Daniel, we've never seen you here before. Welcome. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see this. Let's hear the sound it makes.
Hello.
Or it just says hello.
Hello.
The jump scare that's supposed to happen is when the screaming.
Hello.
Come here, you! Why does he go so fast?
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hello.
Mr. Bean jump scare. You did. Oh, sorry.
Hello.
There's the jump scare. Killed Teddy. Oh, has he?
Hello.
Don't you hello me, Mr. Bean. Come here. Yes, you can. He's got a health bar.
Hello.
Don't you hello me. Come here. Okay, this is an actually decent one.
Hello.
Go away. I am not afraid to use this sword, you twat.
Hello.
And goodbye.
Hello.
Will you stop killing me?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
If you say hello one more time, Mr. Bean, I'm gonna...
Hello.
Mr. Bean, if you say hello one more time, I'm gonna nuke you. Hello, Teddy. Yeah, it's not very good. There are actually no entities. Really? If you say hello... Oh, what's this? Seriously, Mr... Oh, ooh. But yeah, seriously, Mr. Bean, if you say hello to me one more... Alright, one more time, Mr. Bean. If you say hello to me one more time, I'm gonna nuke. That's it, I'm launching the nuke. Beep! The nuke is now on its way to Mr. Bean's apartment. I'm gonna nuke you. If you say...
Hello.
About to say goodbye, Mr. Bean, because an airstrike is inbound.
Hello.
I just need my Teddy. Shit!
Hello.
Oh yeah, what would Mr. Bean be without Teddy? I've just had a thought, guys. Why wasn't Teddy in Mr. Bean's holiday? Teddy didn't appear even once in Mr. Bean's Holiday. He had a brief cameo at the end of the Ultimate Disaster movie, but he wasn't in Mr. Bean's Holiday. Why?
Hello.
Teddy, it's a nuke. Oh, look, Teddy, it's a nuke. Oh, look, Teddy, we're about to die to a nuke. This Mr.
Hello.
But yeah, you're right, George. It's so hard to kill. He's got so much health. Busy in the German army for Teddy. Oh, yes. Yeah, he was. But Teddy should be in Mr. Bean Down Under. Oh, yes. Of course. Though the thing is, I only found this out a few months ago, but apparently... Yeah, I know, James. Thing is, Rowan Atkinson actually hates Mr. Bean. He hates the character of Mr. Bean. So convincing him to do a third Mr. Bean film might be a bit difficult. Oh yes, oh yes! Yes, William, I remember now. And it even looked like the Fat Man nuke. The bomb that destroyed Nagasaki. It even looked like the Fat Man nuke.
Hello.
Oh, happy birthday for next week then, Martin. Okay, that's enough of this game. What else have we got? Yeah, that was pretty fun. What else? Oh yeah, Mr. Bean attacked a city. Oh god, what's this one gonna be? Hello, Patricia. Rowan Atkinson said he was fun to play though. Oh good, oh good. Good, so it might be, he may be a little bit too old, but we could get him back. Scrapper set it off.
It's me. Hello.
Oh my god, we could race Mr. Bean's minis.
Hello, I'm Bean. Mr. Bean. Hello, I'm Bean. Mr.
Hang on, I'm not in the... Am I? Oi!
Hello, I'm Bean. It's me. Hello, I'm Bean. Mr. Bean. Hello, I'm Bean. It's me. Bean.
Maybe Channel 4.
Bean. Hello, I'm
No, that was a different bomb. I thought you were referring to the,
It's me. It's me.
I thought you were referring to the bomb in the Mr. Bean in the Treasure Hunt episode.
The name's Bean.
Oh, yeah, that's right, William. We may watch that as well. He was rude and mean. Yeah, I'm aware. Oh, yes! Oh, there's Stan's avatar. Doesn't he look sexy? Good, Jupiter, good. Man versus Bee, no. But I know it features Rowan Atkinson. He was... Hang on, this music's a bit annoying. We'll turn it off. Well, yeah, Rowan Atkinson is Super Roblox. I don't know. Channel 4. Mr. Bean isn't a cartoon character, though. At least he didn't originate as a cartoon character. My IRL body. Well, I will talk about what you said about Mr. Bean being mean, Mr. Bean being a dick, but I don't really think he's a dick. What is it, Harry? Okay, you're gonna break your own neck. Oh yeah, that song from Mr. Bean's Holiday. God, these minis are so easy to crash. Oh yeah, I think I remember that episode, William. Okay, I'm gonna try not to crash this time. No, I don't plan on doing a Horrid Henry live stream. I probably won't. Oh, shit. Mr. Bean is a dick. I don't actually think so, Stan, but I'll explain that. But I'll give my explanations for that. He's just a knob. Oh, I don't know. No, what makes him funny is how oblivious he is to all his he doesn't realize what he simply doesn't realize what he's doing is inconveniencing others. He's too naive to realize that. That's what makes his humor not mean-spirited, because he's too naive to realize that he's inconveniencing others. Hey, FMPBBS, it's been a while since we've seen you. Welcome. The blue or red wire. Oh, yeah. I love both the cartoon and the live-action one. Oh, here we got a more detailed version of Mr. Bean's mini. How do we get in? It's locked. What the hell? How do we get in? It's locked. Pizza Bean. He is so socially unaware. But that's precisely what makes him funny. Oh, this is the same model that was in the last game. Until I can change my name again. Oh, right. Oh, there's not much we can do here. There's just a parking space we can drive around. Can you even get in these? Oh, I can push them, but why can't I get in them? Unintentionally, of course. He knows what the fuck he was doing. I know. And then he fell asleep on that roller coaster. Find the key to the padlock. I don't think there is a key. I couldn't see a key anywhere. Right, I think that's all the Mr. Bean games listed here. Damn Mr. Beast. Dominating in us. Can't even hop in them? Yeah. It's very annoying. Right. I guess now... But yeah, that's what makes Mr. Bean's humour not mean-spirited. The fact that he is completely naive that what he does inconveniences others. Okay, I guess now we'll watch some clips from the show. I've got to be careful here, because... Channel 4, that was... Lewis, that was how I got into Mr. Bean, through the animated series. I didn't realise he originated in live action until a few years later. He used the bathroom next door in the hotel. Oh yeah, Stan talked about that earlier. Now I'm gonna be careful with this, because it's pretty copyright sensitive. Yes. Yes, he actually puts... In Mind the Baby, Mr. Bean, he actually puts the baby... He actually leaves the baby in that Postman Pat kiddie ride for over half an hour and puts so many coins into it to keep it going. Mixture of naive and a dick. I see. Mr. Bean's Funny Faces DVD? Oh, really? Oh, good, Harry, good. Yeah, I am gonna have to keep pausing it to avoid copyright. I've never actually seen a Postman Pat kiddie ride with a door like that. This is the only one I've ever seen that has a door like that. But yeah, this was only posted on the official Mr. Bean channel only 2 hours ago, and I decided then and there that we were watching that tonight. actually something they added to the ride. Oh, right. Why did they add it? Yeah, what is MLP fan? Episode was on it. All right. That's all I remember. All right. Then somehow it flies to its mother at the end. Yeah, he returns it home in the most creative way possible. He returns the baby to its mother in the most creative way possible. Yeah, we're not talking about Alvin and the Chipmunks today. We're talking about Mr. Bean. Philly Ludicorn. Alright, nice.
On a physical type of comedy one day. The success of this show and the spin-off movies relied on a physical type of comedy this character couldn't do forever. As the years went by, his physical abilities started declining, but that wasn't the only reason why Atkinson felt it's time to retire his most iconic character. The actor thought it's a little sad to play someone so childlike and immature in his 50s, especially forever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the episode where his car got crushed by a tank.
It's a little sad to play someone so childlike and immature in character. The actor thought it's a little sad to play someone so childlike and immature in his 50s.
Yeah, I think I've worked it out now. It's the clips themselves, regardless of if it's just a simple review video we're watching. It's the clips themselves that are getting this stream copyright blocked. Regardless of whose video they're in, it's the actual clips themselves that are getting it copyright blocked. It's clear how copyright sensitive Mr. Bean is now. It's when a Mr. Bean clip is shown, it recognizes it. Alright. So I suppose we could watch Toridori's review of the game if, as long as we skip all the parts, where, she shows clips from the series. Because if the other review didn't get blocked, because I didn't show any clips from the series in that, so we'll just show. I'll just show the game footage.
But we were so so dreadfully bored with the whole ordeal, we couldn't even be bothered to restart it in order to see the ending. And that was a wise decision.
Yeah, in this review they go into much more detail. I don't know, John Murray. In this review, she goes into much more detail than what the guys at Mind Pulp went into. The previous review of the game
There's hardly
we
an ending
watched.
to speak of. I normally try not to mention endings in case somebody wants to play the game themselves and they don't want it to be spoiled, and even if I do mention them, I don't normally do so this early on. But to be honest, I don't think I could count this as an ending. So after you spend 2 to 3 hours stumbling your way through this torturous game, you'll come to the final door, which, once the puzzle to unlock it has been completed, will give you an extremely short cutscene showing Teddy, who was kidnapped prior to the events of the game, trapped inside a cage. Mr Bean blows the locks on the cage, somehow, gets Teddy back, and then you're given a flyby showing you the various enemies you encountered in the game. That's it as far as I know, because I had to look this up on someone else's video, and the video ends there, so...
Okay, 4.
Truthfully, I can only blame myself for the suffering I've endured playing Mr Bean, because had I been more knowledgeable on video game publishers, I may have realised sooner that these are the same guys responsible
Last
for
Entertainment.
monstrosities such as Home Alone, Paddington Bear, and even Little Britain, the video game.
Little
the fact
Britain,
I've never
the
heard
video
of the
game.
developers should have also clued me in. They're called Beyond Reality Games, which is fitting given how far beyond reality the devs must have been to come up with a steaming pile of crap such as this. His hands just went in it. Ah, my hands! Let go of my hands! And seeing as I can't find any information on them, I'm going to assume the company didn't make that many games, or didn't last very long. Possibly both. Now I'm going to do something I
both
don't
seems
normally
likely.
do, and that's complain about the cover of the game. Because if this was a YouTube
Right,
thumbnail,
before.
this would be criticised for being pure, unadulterated clickbait.
Yeah.
At no point in the game do you see the live-action version of Mr Bean, neither do you drive Mr Bean's car, pilot a hot air balloon,
Still there,
or
Stan?
even see Teddy Bigglesworth here flying around in his airplane. And if you think that's the worst of it, wait until you read the back of the cover. I can pretty much sum up everything wrong with this game in the blurb alone, and a lot of the information on here is complete bullshit to top it off. Most outrageous adventure yet. Well, I suppose if by outrageous you mean absolute bollocks, then sure, yeah. Teddy's been kidnapped by a mysterious villain, and Mr Bean needs your help to find the ransom. 750 cat biscuits.
And when Odd's
Now,
coming
if you
back.
didn't read the back of the cover, you would have no idea that this was the ultimate goal of the game. I thought at first we were hunting down jigsaw
Exactly,
pieces, and that's true for the
James.
most part, given they're a collectible and the first thing you see when... But if you didn't read the back of the cover, or didn't have it on hand, you only realise that Teddy has been kidnapped and you need to find 750 cat biscuits to rescue him if you read this sign at the beginning of the game. A sign that you could just as
Guess
easily
what?
walk past and take no notice of. And we never do work out the identity
Ooh,
of the
damn,
mysterious villain who
Stan.
kidnapped Teddy. I mean, it could have been these two plonkers right here, El Fatso and Discount Stewie Griffin on meth, but then why did they want cat biscuits? So is it Mrs. Wicket, seeing as she's the only character who owns a cat? Plus there's the glaring issue that he doesn't actually make an appearance in PS2 Mr. Bean, only robot versions of him do. Speaking of which, who built the robot cats? And why did they build them? Is this a secret plot to take over the United Kingdom?
Yep, that brief clip of the animated series did it. Not Tori's review. That brief clip. Yep. I'm still convinced it's the clips that are doing of the series that are doing it, not Tori's review. Tori is a Tory. Yeah, it was that clip of the animated series we just saw that's doing it, not Tori's review. Unfortunately, Odd, welcome back. How come you had to leave? Yeah, this is the most times in a single stream this has happened. But I'm convinced it's the clips. A very brief clip of the animated series that was shown, that was part of a cutscene, was just shown, so it's definitely that and not Tori's review. Probably Stan.
I don't know. Nothing is explained.
Yeah, we've watched one of Tori's game reviews before. We watched her review on Spyro: A Hero's Tale last year and had no problems with that. So it's definitely not anything to do with Tori. Not anything to do with Tori's review or the footage from the game she's using. And plus, gameplay footage shouldn't even be copyright claimed, period. So yeah, it's got to be the clips and not any of the gameplay footage being shown or the review itself.
Over the United Kingdom? I don't know. Nothing is explained in this game. And it just gets worse from here on. Stars all of Mr. Bean's famous friends and foes, including his beloved Irma Gob. Not really. She appeared in the main menu screen and I think one jigsaw puzzle. Does that really count as featuring a character?
Probably not. I don't think it does. Yeah, just staring into our souls, isn't it?
Well, fun-packed levels. Actually, there are only... Oh, wait, I need to do this properly. Actually, there are only 9 areas that would count as levels. The rest are
Alright
hubs.
then, Stam.
Exciting 3D locations.
Wrong.
There is
Wrong.
nothing in this game that could have the adjective exciting attached to it. For starters, the graphics are... I don't even know how to put it. Boring? Now, the cel-shaded style can look fantastic. Just take the Borderlands series as an example.
That does look
Playing
fantastic.
Mr. Bean, however,
And Charcoal loves the cel-shaded design, the cel-shaded style as well. It's used in the Geotrax animated series. He's a fan of it too. Kentucky Fried Children. Still there, Odds?
take the Borderlands series as an example. Playing Mr. Bean, however, I'm put to sleep just looking at it. The
Yeah, it's
graphics are
pretty
both boring to look at in places and too much in others, with a mix of garish colours, unremarkable textures, and a harsh computerised look that just doesn't work when you consider the style of the animated
Yeah, it is
show.
harsh.
And some areas you gawp at and think, why would you do that? Now, when I first loaded into this horrendous world, I couldn't help but notice the zit-ridden skin floor below Mr. Bean's feet.
Zit-ridden skin
Okay, I know
floor.
it's supposed to be a sandy path with rocks on it, but could you have chosen
Looks like
something that wasn't
zits.
pink and lumpy looking, on a texture that's almost the same colour as Mr. Bean's skin? I don't think I've ever had
What stuff would that be,
on a
Odds?
texture that's
Have you gone back to working on that Cinder animation, that Cinder fight scene you told me about?
But could you have chosen something that wasn't pink and lumpy looking, on a texture that's almost the same colour as Mr. Bean's skin? I don't think I've ever had
God.
a texture in a game make me feel physically sick before. Honestly, I was just waiting for Mr. Bean to stand on one of those rock zit things and have it explode on his shoe. Dodging the ready-to-burst pebble pimples brings you to the first hub. There are
Hang on,
3
I'm gonna
types-
check if scary as fuck for real. What makes it scary? Oh yeah, there's nothing here that says we've detected copyrighted video and audio, so the stream may be blocked. So yeah, it's definitely not Tori's review that's
the
doing
gardens,
it.
the sewers, and the factory.
Oh, welcome
and
back.
these hubs each contain 3 levels.
Yeah,
And
this 3D
straight away,
version
this
is
where the game
pretty
falls
ugly.
flat on its arse. Contain 3 levels. And straight away,
And look at
this is where
how much the
game
frame
falls
rate
flat on
lags
its
as
arse.
well.
Now, good level design flow makes for an incredibly enjoyable game. You can have as many levels as you want, follow the same theme, but there needs to be some form of differentiation, otherwise players are just going to feel like they're retracing the same steps through the exact same level.
That's
Take
all over
Crash
you,
Bandicoot
yawn.
for an example.
He wants
even
us
though you
all
spend
dead.
the exact same level. Otherwise, players are just going to feel like they're retracing the same steps through the exact same level. Take Crash Bandicoot for an example. Even though you spend almost half the game on the same jungle island, every level feels unique. There are levels with big rolling wheel hazards and pitfalls.
In a way,
levels
Neon.
where you need to climb up
At least
enormous
that's the
walls,
theory. The
travel
theory. At least that's the
on
theory,
same jungle
Neon.
island, every level feels unique. There are levels with big rolling wheel hazards and pitfalls, levels where you need to climb up enormous walls, travel upstream via logs and floating leaves, explore dark temples, ride pigs, dodge enormous boulders. The point is, there's always something new to experience. Now, we were promised fun-packed levels in PS2 Mr Bean, so surely this is where the game redeems itself. The first level of the gardens isn't too bad, as you're still getting used to the controls and everything you see is fresh in your mind. It's only after you enter the second level that you realise just how...
So have you gotten back to working on that cinder fight scene,
fresh in
Odd?
your mind. It's only after you enter the second level that you realise just how copy-paste this game truly is. The
Oh,
same
yeah, that's the
enemies
main
to the point you
problem.
can have multiple Mrs. Wickets on the screen because that makes total sense.
Yes.
The same traps in the form of pitfalls, spikes, bomb boxes and collapsing bridges that make such a thunderous crash you think your house had just been bombed.
Yeah, that is pretty loud.
And the same wooden
Oh, why not,
fences,
Odd? Have you
lawns
just-
and trees that
Have you
fill
just
up
lost?
these
Have you lost
uninspired
interest
levels.
in it?
Moving on to the sewers doesn't and trees that fill up. And the same wooden fences, lawns and trees that fill up these uninspired levels.
Yeah,
Moving on
that's
to
the
the
key
sewers
word
doesn't
with
really
this
improve
game.
things.
Uninspired.
Yes, there are new enemies, but when you realise they act in the exact same way as those in the gardens, the enthusiasm you may have once had for playing this game goes flying out the window. And once again, it's the same traps you encounter, only this time splashed with purple and orange bricks, blue floors and burgundy piping. The factory levels are hardly worth talking about, seeing as they're more or less a reskin of the sewers.
Exactly,
Though there is
James.
paneling on the walls instead of bricks this time. Ooh, la-di-da. Not helping the monotony is that these
La-di-da
levels
indeed.
feel like they go on forever. You'll easily spend 15 minutes dragging your feet through each one and struggling to keep your eyes open due to sheer boredom, only occasionally brought back
Hi,
to life
Lindsay.
by
I can't remember
Mr.
if
Bean
you've seen you
Roblox
before or
open due to
not.
sheer boredom, only occasionally brought back to life by Mr. Bean ironically committing
Why not?
suicide due to the awful controls.
Why not, Davin?
Bean ironically open due to sheer boredom, only occasionally brought back to life by Mr. Bean ironically committing suicide due to the awful controls.
Oh, you dickhead! Look at his feet.
And he went through the springboard as well.
Or by experiencing
Oh, you dickhead! Look at his feet.
Take me, Satan.
Take me,
Or by
Satan.
experiencing one of the oh so random and oh so hilarious glitches that often occur.
Oh, that is hilarious. What do you think, Ot?
I'll have to-
And that's 15 minutes if you don't decide to
course
tackle
you can,
the one and
Lindsay.
only mini game in PS2 Mr Bean if you don't count the jigsaw puzzles. Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole.
The name is literal and it's probably the best thing about it.
Oh, he's cheeking you about. He's like, prick.
Is that what you said?
What do you think of that glitch,
Oh
Ot?
yeah, I forgot to mention, enemies are invincible in this game because kids love nothing more than not being able to kill a pesky bad guy blocking their path. The worst of it all is that you can pick up
It's a
power-ups
case of
that
rush
are supposed to be
development.
useful
People will
against
still buy it
enemies.
because they
But all
recognise
you
the
can do with
title
them is
property.
stun enemies for a short while, so once
They
again,
recognise the
what
title.
is the point?
Exactly. Mr. Bean has found the true best way to push heavy objects moonwalking. Thanks, Lindsay. People still buy it because they recognise the title property. That's the case with a lot of
Is that you can
things.
pick up power-up? Yeah,
He's cheeking you about. He's like,
and it's probably the best thing about it.
oh, he's
Yeah.
cheeking you about.
All of
He's
Blast's
like,
games were
Is that what you said?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, enemies are invincible in this game because
seems the
kids
kids
love
were a bit
nothing more than
rushed.
not being able to kill a pesky bad guy blocking their path. The worst of it all is that you can pick up power-ups that are supposed to be useful against enemies, but all you can do with them is stun enemies for a short while, so once again, what is the point?
Exactly.
And then there are the controls.
Odd. Oh, can you remind us what that Blast Entertainment game was that in one of my Spyro streams you said was one of the worst games you've ever played? Can you just remind us what that game was?
Again, what is the point? And then there are the controls. Holy crap, the controls. Not only is the platforming completely uninspired, but it's made incredibly difficult to navigate due to Mr. Bean's knack for either refusing to jump at all, or launching himself miles over the platform you were trying to aim for.
In one of my Spyro Reignited streams, we talked about how the worst games we've ever played, and you talked about a game that you said was one of the worst you've ever played, and then we realised that it was by Blast Entertainment, the same people who developed this Mr. Bean game. Can you remind us what that was?
Or launching himself miles over the platform you were trying to aim for. What?
We were talking about what the worst game...
Game over.
No! Half the time it isn't even worth attempting the platforming, given a lot of hazards can simply be walked off the... to aim for.
I'm pretty sure it was some sort of Godzilla-related game.
Or launching himself miles over the platform you were trying to aim for.
Thankfully, Blast Entertainment have never developed Spyro games. Spyro Orange was developed by Vicarious Visions.
Or launching himself miles over the platform you were trying to aim for. What?
Game over.
No! Half the time
Martin
it
will be
isn't even
celebrating
worth
his
attempting
birthday
the
soon.
platforming, given a lot of hazards can simply be walked around because...
Oh yeah, and so will you, Odd. You'll be celebrating your birthday soon as well, in 12 days. Blast ever touch Godzilla? Alright. Yeah, Martin's gonna be celebrating his birthday soon, and so will you, Odds. How do you feel about being 24?
Isn't even worth attempting the platforming.
Oh, and it'll be Charcoal's birthday as well soon. Charcoal's birthday is also in January.
Half the time it isn't even worth attempting the platforming, given a lot of hazards can simply be walked around because nobody apparently play tested this game. And in some cases you can even just tackle the hazard head on and not worry about the damage.
Not play testing the game. That's exactly the same. That's exactly the same shortcoming Rayman had. The first Rayman game had. The difficulty was Rayman 1's infamous difficulty was mainly caused by Rayman's infamous difficulty was mainly caused by the fact that the developers didn't bother to playtest the game, leading to a shit experience on 5th of February.
And in some cases you can even just tackle the hazard head on and not worry about the damage it's inflicting. You know, the other week when
You're
I
not that
rated
old.
SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom for having too many health pickups? You know when I also said that I'd never seen so many health pickups in a game before? Practically everything you pick up in PS2 Mr. Bean, bar power-ups, is health. Apples, little medikits. Hell, there's even other versions of Teddy that can fill Mr. Bean's health bar back to full, which makes me wonder why we have to save this specific Teddy at the end of the game when we have the choice of about 1 billion Teddys just lying about the place. To top it off, the damage you do take is so minimal that more often than not, it's easier to rush headlong into danger and absorb the damage, than try to outmaneuver said danger with incredibly awkward and cumbersome controls.
Well, that worked.
That worked better than me having to go round it. I think it's safe to say that I don't like Mr. Bean on the PS2 very much.
It was definitely the clips.
Everything from the cover, the graphics, the gameplay, the story, it's utter garbage. The cover is blatant false advertisement, designed with interesting elements and far brighter colours than the game actually has to offer, specifically to entice naive kiddies into picking it up and begging their parents to buy it. That in itself is fairly disgusting, but then you have the equally atrocious graphics and gameplay. It's like Okami and Rugrats Search for Reptar had a love child, but said love child neither inherited Okami's beauty, nor Rugrats Search for Reptar's simple yet fun gameplay. And then there's the story, or lack thereof. All the questions I had at the beginning of the game were not once answered throughout this entire 2 to 3 hour ordeal.
Laziness.
Who was the mysterious villain who took Teddy? Why were they desperate for cat biscuits? What was the significance of the jigsaw pieces? Why were clips from the show...
Beep, beep,
I
warning!
don't care if this game is intended for kids, and quite frankly, I find that statement quite insulting on their behalf, because I think if I played this as a kid, I would have been offended by how dumb and pointless it was. Making a game based on Mr.
Hopefully I
Bean is
dodged
strange
that
to begin
bullet.
with, but if you're not going to include the humour, the soul, the wackiness that made the live action and animated series so much fun and great to watch, I ask again, what is the point?
Yes, this was just complete laziness. Total laziness on Blast Entertainment's part.
At the end of the day, Mr. Bean on the PS2 is a very horrible game made by very lazy people looking to take advantage of the naivety of kids and their parents in the hopes of making a quick buck.
Another game showed up. Another clip from the series showed up, odds. Another clip from the series showed up. We were trying to avoid it.
Deserves to burn in the hottest fires of hell. Well, at least I learned my quick buck. And thus deserves to burn in the hottest fires of hell. Well, at least I learned my lesson about playing Blast Entertainment games.
No,
Should
no,
we
it
do Little
wasn't.
Britain next?
Oh shit. Little Britain,
Shout
the
out
video
to top
game.
supporters, Klaxon.
Oh. So we are finally able to watch it. Not sure if Charcoal's going to be joining us tonight. He hasn't spoken to me at all since last week. Hope he's alright. Gonna go to bed now. I'll see you. Are you okay, T? No problem, Martin. Thank you for coming. See you next week. Well, I really don't know what else to do in terms of Mr. Bean now. If I was going to talk about Johnny English a bit, but that would involve me showing clips from it, which we obviously can't do. Yeah, we were going to talk about Johnny English, but that would also involve me showing clips from the show, which clips from them, which obviously we can't do. And then it was just Mr. Bean giving suck to a flashlight. I really don't know, Stan. Giving suck to a flashlight, sucking it off. We call those torches, us Brits, Odd. Oh yeah! Odd, have you ever seen any of the Johnny English films? Because I have. I saw the third one in cinemas and really liked it. And the other two I saw on DVD. This relates to Mr. Bean because, you know, it's the same actor. Yeah, have you seen any of the Johnny English films? They're really good. Right, what are everyone's favourite moments from the Johnny English films? Johnny English strikes again with you. You've seen one, the first one, and what do you think of it? You've seen the first one, and what do you think of it? I'm going to assume you've seen the first one, and what do you think of it? Yeah, yeah. James Bond meets Mr. Bean. That's literally all Johnny English is. And as I said earlier... Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. How he has no idea he's beating up everyone when he's in the VR training. Oh yeah, and with Rowan Atkinson being a fan of cars, and with Rowan Atkinson being a fan of cars, as I said earlier, he did all his own car stunts for the Johnny English films. Don't know which one? It was fine. Alright. Can you remember any particular scenes from the Johnny English film you watched? Can you remember any particular scenes? Because if so, then I'm sure I'll be able to identify which one you watched. The dialogue over the visual gags. Yeah, it is very witty. Yeah, I'd love to see a fourth Johnny English film. It might be seen as milking the franchise into the ground, but Johnny English definitely has a potential for a fourth film. I'd go to see a fourth Johnny English film in the cinema. But yeah, I do enjoy all three Johnny English films for different reasons. Chase some bad guys. He does that in all the films. Can you remember anything in particular that happened during that scene, Odd? It's one from the Barclays adverts. Oh yeah, those Barclays adverts were where the Johnny English character originated, but he wasn't called Johnny English then. How did that happen, A. Smith? Yeah, when he ruined the funeral in the first one. Hilarious. And the muscle relaxant as well, where they go. No clue. Okay, in that case, I'll Okay, in that case, I won't press you any further, Odd.
Welcome. Hello, Tinkerbell. Division Company are back in the field. Know what you need?
Yes, 30 yards of dental floss garrote wire, a 12-ball pump-action stapler, and a 5-pound bag of your finest stun potatoes.
Stunned potatoes.
Black, high cut. You've been away a long time, mate. Here, your 4929.
Ingenious. What is it?
It's a Barclay card, Latham.
Yes. And?
Over here.
Ah, the mission.
No, the places that take Barclay card. Sign here.
A Barclay card?
That's all you need, Latham. Sorry, old stock. Back way out, please.
Skip forward to which one?
A biro?
No ordinary biro. 2 kicks of the cap, and it will render any assailant immobile. Very dangerous in the wrong hands. Take over for a boff, would you, moment?
Boff.
The Barclay card is widely accepted. In fact, you can use it in over 200 countries around.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. It's not Mr. Bean related, though, A. Smith. You know what? Not only to make up for the stream getting constantly blocked, that is the funniest shit. Yeah. Not only will we we're gonna go to 10:45 tonight. Not only because to make up for all the blocks we suffered tonight, but also try and give Charcoal a bit more time to come. I haven't heard from him at all. Then accidentally He still seems to be online, but he must be... He's probably working on his new video, not really checking Discord. Working on his next video. But yeah, Johnny English strikes again. But yeah, Johnny English films, fantastic. Guess we'll go back on the Roblox Mr. Bean games now. It is gold. You still there, Odd?
Hello, I'm Bean. It's me. Bean.
Okay, we'll try and tolerate the music this time.
It's me. It's me. The name's Bean. I'm Bean. Mr. Bean.
So you still there, Odd?
Bean.
Why do these cars tip over so easily? Why do these minis tip over so easily? You don't know if you're still there. Why are these cuts? Oh my god! There was a Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean was literally right there, and we ran over him. Oh my god, he just goes after you and kills you. When are you going to watch the Mr. Bean episodes you haven't seen? Not sure. I think I've seen all the best bits of the show, either on TV, DVD, or YouTube. All the best bits of the live action series. Oh yeah, there's also the remix of the animated. There's also the remix of the live action one.
It's me. Hello. I'm Bean.
You know what? I'm muting this, and we're gonna listen to the awesome remix of the animated series theme song. The awesome trap remix of the animated theme song of the animated series theme. Yeah, this is a lot more fitting, and this is fantastic. Is it known why they were only 15 minutes? I don't know. Well, yeah, but it's still pretty iconic theme in my opinion. Still just as iconic. This is legit awesome. Of course I was gonna play this theme at some point, as well as the opening theme. But of course I was gonna play the animated series theme at some point.
Pick up the phone.
What do you think of this trap remix, Odd? Hello, Mars. Why there are only 15 episodes? I have no idea either. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Mr. Bean episodes were 25 minutes. To punish you for what? Oh, and I ran into another Mr. Bean and killed it. Punish you for what? Bugger off, Mr. Bean. Why are there Mr. Bean? There are more Mr. Beans trying to kill me now. Gaslighting you all today? I don't know. So I take it, if you think we're punishing you with this, I take it you don't like this trap remix then? Oh shit. Hello, Teddy. Oh, go away! And why are these minis so unfaithful? only aired it on Christmas. Oh, you don't like the animated series theme at all? You don't like the animated series theme at all? Why not? I think it's fantastic. Of course, like Stan said, the choir theme is great as well, but I think both the live action and animated series themes are just as good as each other. What? Yeah, he is, Mars. What is it about the animated series theme you don't like, Odds? Find it really annoying? Oh. I take it you don't feel the same way about the live-action choir theme song, Odds. Luckily for you and Stan, I played the live-action intro at the start of this stream. Yeah, in some ways, and even the lyrics that are actually sung in Latin. The lyrics that are actually sung in Latin, the fact that the lyrics are sung in Latin is also genius. Hilariously epic. What, the live action theme song? Hilariously epic. Are you referring to the live action theme song? Okay, all the minis are gone. Been crashed. Hey, Lewis. You got this strange intro with the light, him falling down, and just this epic choir as this bumbling idiot gets up. Yeah, it's both epic and hilarious. Oh, Charcoal's finally typing. Yeah, it's both epic and hilarious at the same time. It's both epic and hilarious at the same time. Last minute stuff before he goes back to campus. I'm sorry, but he just doesn't respond that much. That's why. Wasn't expecting when I first checked it out. But yeah, you're right, Stan. Sorry, I mean you're right, Odd. It is hilariously epic. And it's heavily implied that Mr. Bean is actually an alien, which, because of, you know, him falling from the sky from that light. As this fits Mr. Bean so well, in a way it does. It's a very heavy juxtaposition, this epic choir for this bumbling idiot. It's legitimately really nice juxtaposition. Don't think he's an alien? Honestly, I don't either. Although it's implied that he is in the intro and even in one episode of the animated series. Alright then, A. Smith. Stood on top of you. Mine took my legs and arm. He was Jesus. I assumed he was Jesus 2.0. Why would such an idiot be the second coming of Why would such an idiot be the second coming of Jesus, Odd? I just like to think that was just a visual gag, not to be taken seriously. Completely fair. Stan. Next VHS review is going to be Teletubbies in the Snow. Don't see it as canon. Completely fair, Stan. Yeah, I've always thought the animated series and the live action series to be separate canons as well. However, oh, no, you're wrong, A. Smith. They're all gone. They're all stuck in things. However, I do believe that the live action films. However, I do believe that the two films, that the Ultimate Disaster Movie and Mr. Bean's Holiday, are canon to the live action series. Oh yeah, speaking of that, guys. How could I do this stream without mentioning the fact that I actually saw Mr. Bean's car a month ago? It just blew my mind. And when I was walking back, I saw there was even a the owner of this car had even plastered a picture of Mr. Bean on one of the windows. This just blew my mind. The very same Mini that he owns. The green Mini, black bonnet, it just blew my mind. Part of me wanted to believe that this was the Mini, that they actually used this was one of the Minis they used during the production of the series. Okay, no problem, Jacob, thank you for coming. John, sorry, thank you for coming, see you next week. Yeah, I know. Indeed, Stan. What do you think of this, Odd? Mr. Bean actually being in my hometown. This blew my mind. That Mini model is easy to get for a good price. But cheap to wrap in those colours. I say that. His shenanigans could get you killed. Completely right, Odd. You're completely right, Odd, which is why the Ultimate Disaster Movie was marketed as such. Certainly in America, it was marketed as a disaster movie. Yes. Yeah, the time he actually drove he actually drove his Mini from the roof. You're right, Odd, that could actually get someone killed in real life. The driver especially. And then of course it ended with him going into that truck and feathers flying out of it. Mr. Bean. Mr. No, Lewis. Sat down and yeah, you are so right, Odd. You are so right that Mr. Bean shenanigans could get us killed. It's such a shame we can't watch any more clips of the show now, because they just keep getting copyright blocked. It really is a shame. You know what, I'm gonna go on to every rejoin makes you stronger now, because A, because I can, and B, because my Roblox avatar does still have that picture of Mr. Bean on. Does still have that picture of Mr. Bean on, so even if I don't play a Mr. Bean related game, that way this stream will still be related to Mr. Bean in some way, because I have the picture of him on my avatar. Come on. Teddy, let's do something. Come on, Teddy. Final VHS review will be next Christmas, and that's going to be Bob the Builder, A Christmas to Remember. Still there, Odd? Come on, Teddy, let's do some leeching. Come on, Teddy, let's do some leeching. Get off again after a second. Now that wouldn't be that much point. Come on, Teddy, let's do some leeching. Come on, Teddy, let's commit a crime. What crime would they commit, though, Odds? Come on, Teddy. Come on, Teddy. What crime would they be committing? Oh, God. Grand Theft Auto. Honestly, I'm trying to think that... Oh, shit. I'm trying to remember child abuse and intoxicated driving. Nah, they didn't do that, but I swear they did do something like I swear Mr. Bean did do something like Grand Theft Auto at some point in the series, either in the live-action series or animated. I could just be going senile. Grand Theft Bean. I could just be going senile, but somehow I do remember. Oh, shit. Somehow I do remember... Oh, bollocks. Somehow I do remember Mr. Bean committing something like Grand Theft Auto. Do any of you know which episode I might be thinking of if something like that did happen at all? I've already I've already answered that, Lewis, in a past. I've answered that before, Lewis. My next 12-hour stream is going to be stream 175. Tried to break into Bean's car, but there was no wheel. Oh yeah, no steering wheel. Yeah, that might be what I'm thinking of. And someone may have also tried to steal Mr. Bean's car in the live-action series. No, it's none... I'm sorry, Lewis, but it's none of those things. It just isn't. Oh, I thought you were going to bed now, MLP fan, but welcome back regardless. My sister's in So why do you hate Cocomelon? The same reasons most people hate it. Would anyone care to explain why Cocomelon is so hated? Because I just can't be bothered to... I'd explain myself, but I just can't be bothered right now. I'm a bit too tired. Best irritation of Thomas? Alright. Oh, what's that, MLP fan? What have you got to remind us all? But you're absolutely right, Odd. In some ways, Mr. Bean does commit crimes. Public nudity being one of them. Yeah, when you try to, what is the hidden error? You can't be serious, A. Smith. Yeah, when you try to get dressed on that beach without going into a tent or anything. We are very best friends. I don't know about... I wouldn't say very best, but whatever. Is he still there, Odds? Come on, Teddy! Let's... Come on, Teddy, let's go commit war crimes! Train them are cold as fuck. What, by me saying that... Let's go commit war crimes? Let's go commit war crimes! Let's go harm innocent civilians and nuke a town for no reason. Why do I feel like Mr. Bean... Why do I feel like Mr. Bean would be the type of person to press the nuclear button? Why do I suddenly think that? Why do I think Mr. Bean... Seriously, why do I think Mr. Bean would be the type of person to press the nuclear button? And you were like, nah. Okay. Except for the time where he throws chairs at the headmaster. Chairs off the headmaster. Charlie and the... Oh, I've never heard of that show, Charlie and the... What the hell even is that? Can you stop asking questions, please? Stop asking questions, please! Stop asking questions, please, Lewis! Let's go commit war crimes, Teddy. Let's go and be eco-criminals. Let's, I don't know what my favourite show is. Oi, come here! Come here, George. What day is it? Channel 4. Oh, well done. Of course it's Friday, Odd. Now Odd's just doing this to spite me. But if you must know, Odd, and you probably do anyway, I am 19 now. And I will be 20 in June. A lot of people don't mind getting old. Wait, no. A lot of people are afraid of getting older. Like, Charcoal on his Discord status said that he's not ready to be 21, but I'm ready. But I'm one of those people. I'm one of the few people in the world who actually embraces getting older. And I know 24 feels old to Odd and 17 feels old to Mr. George, but once again, I'm one of the people who actually embraces getting older. I don't want my body creaking, and I don't want to sit on my ass and yell at kids on my lawn. Okay, that's completely fair, Odd, but in comparison to a lot of other people, your 24 is still pretty young in comparison to a lot of people, Odd, so just savor your youth. So my advice to all of you, I know most of you are around the same age as me, so my advice to all of you on that front is just savor your youth. Savor your youth while you still can. That's what I'm doing. That's my advice to all of you. Savor your youth while you still can. But I'm not getting any younger. Again, Odd, I'm one of the few people who actually embraces getting older. Sure, life will be harder once I get to my grandparents' age, but just get on with it. What a neek you are, using a sword to win. If he was me, I would just use my mighty muscles. Oh, you're 16, alright. I can't wait until I'm 72 and nearly on death's door. 72 isn't a death age, Stan. That's like 90. Now I've got taxes. But I'd like to think I'm going to be an adult next year. I was excited to be an adult. I was excited to leave behind my childhood and finally become an adult. Now I've got taxes and work and responsibilities and relationship, and within a few years I'm likely going to have a brat or two to deal with. Really? Is that to say you and Luna are considering getting married now? You don't have to pay taxes, I wouldn't. Oh, Stan, you cheeky little... You cheeky bugger, Stan. Flogging off taxes. Yeah, Davin. So yeah, is that to say you two are considering getting married now? Nah, but I mean, we've talked about the possibility of having a kid. Not right now, but in a few years, maybe. Oh yeah, you don't... Oh yeah, you don't... Oh yeah, of course, you don't have to be married to have children. It's not a legal requirement to be married. In a few years... Well, yeah, if you want to be a father, Odd, then by all means. For years, I too wanted to be a father, but not anymore. Nowadays, I'd just rather remain single and focus on my filmmaking career. Never leaving my parents' house. Marriage is a scam. Didn't you once tell me you wanted to get married though, Odd? I take it you've changed your mind then, which is fine.
I am your father.
Yes, Electro. Technically, this stream is still Mr. Bean related because I've got Mr. Bean on here now. Having over 100 girlfriends is hard work. Not getting my money phone. I mean, like, a party would be fun, but it's not really worth it. I get your... Yeah, I get your point, Odds. I totally get that. Yeah, we are playing another game at the moment. Oh yeah, Electro, I meant to ask you. I know you haven't been at the stream much tonight because you've been working on my Freddy and those Freddy and Javier drawings. How are they Oh, yeah, guys. In next week's stream, I'm gonna tell you all more about the I'm gonna tell you all about the progress I've made on development of Raptor Dogs so far in next week's stream, as well as show you guys that James May's Toy Stories documentary about the Great Train Race that I said we'd do in I'd show you all in last week's stream. But yeah, how are you getting on with that, Electro? Gonna invite some of them. I'm on the streets, but a freak in the sheets. I knew instantly I mogged. What do you mean by mogged? What do you mean by mogged, Stan? Oh yeah, and talking of me and Stan's meetup a couple days ago, that's just the start of it, guys. In months and years to come, I'd like to meet a good deal more of you. I still want to host a fan meetup at certain heritage railways. I will in a moment. Progress on your drawing of Freddy and Javier, Electro. And Odd, I know you're not the keenest on meeting your internet friends IRL, but when I finally go to Denmark in a year or two, I wouldn't mind meeting up with you and Victor in Copenhagen, just like a little private meetup like me and Stan did a couple days ago. Yeah, in a minute, Stan. I will in a moment. Oh, shit, I'm being bombarded with the starfall. Time to dust off a... Oh, shit. Okay, I'm not gonna message Charcoal again. He seems to have gone offline. Oh, God. I know what this is gonna be, Odds. I can count to G. G isn't a number.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen! No, not gonna happen!
Oh, really? Can I have your autograph? Okay, I will in a moment. Okay, I will now, Stan. Freddy is done. I'm just thinking of using... Yeah, you should do that, Electro. Freddy and Javier are twins, so them having the exact same design would make perfect sense. But your other idea is good as well. Yes, there were slightly different, obviously their fur colour should be the same, but yeah, a slightly different fur pattern, I think, might work. It would only need to be, it would have to be just a slight difference in the fur pattern, though, because, again, they are supposed to be twins. And yeah, Javier having green eyes, whereas Freddy has blue eyes. Yeah. Yeah, you've got to tell Freddy and Javier apart somehow. You look better than someone else. You think I'm ugly, do you, Stan? Oh, God. Good to know that Freddy is done. I'd love to see your draft, I'd love to see the progress you've made so far on Discord after the stream, Electro. Not anymore, Lewis. What woman? No, that never happens. That never happened on Wednesday, Stan. Oh no, it's just gonna be a normal one next week, Mason. Just want to go back to the basics next week. We haven't had a normal stream since stream 149. The stream after that was the post-premiere party of The Railway's Last Stand. That was followed by the second Redcliffe and Guinea Bridge Railway running session. And that was followed by... this Mr. Bean stream. So yeah, next week I want to get back to the basics with these streams. Oh yeah, and I might also finally do the Teletubbies in the Snow VHS review tomorrow, but no promises. I'll give it to you to see. Oh, nice. It happened, I was there. No, you weren't. No, I don't watch any of those. I've never watched Baby TV, and I don't watch Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon anymore. I just said that. Davin. Ladies. Yeah, you are starting to get a bit annoying now, Lewis, I'm afraid. I was the one throwing the woman at him. No women were thrown at our meetup on Wednesday. Oh, no, I am handsome. My instruments, no. That isn't what Mog means, oh, for fuck's sake. Bug off. Bug off. Slice. Looking more attractive and the domination of other males in the... Jesus. Oh shit. Die. Sorry. Die! Oh, yeah, I want to do something a bit more Mr. Bean related before the stream ends. Just quickly before we continue. Rectum. Yes, I remember. Oh, that was hilarious, Stan. No, I do not, Channel 4. God, I thought I'd answered all these questions of yours before. Eat a sneakers. We'll just briefly watch the Mr. Bean Snickers advert. Hang on, we'll add this to watch later. This is only a... This shouldn't get... This shouldn't get copyright blocked, as it's just an advert for Snickers, in which Mr. Bean is an actual ninja. You guys are sure to enjoy this. You guys are sure to enjoy this. It's an actual... Where Mr. Bean's an actual ninja, a bumbling one. Can't tell if that's a model or CGI. If that's a miniature Japanese town or CGI. It might be a... It looks like a mix of both to me, but I'm really not sure. Certainly the buildings in the foreground, I think, might be miniatures. Oh, do you remember watching it a lot, George? And he's called Chung in this. You recognize this? Oh, nice. Do you recognize this, Odd? Do you recognize this ad, Odd? Yeet! Crash! Poof! Eat a Snickers. And then he turns back into a proper ninja. Get some nuts. Get some nuts. He'd been caught by the Yakuza. Exactly. This ad played over and over on YouTube during my days as a kid. This ad played over and over during my days as a kid. Lose some fingers? Oh, God. I remember this ad played so much on YouTube when I was about 10. Yeah, 9 years ago. Yeah, I remember seeing this ad over and over again when I was on YouTube when I was 10. I really, really liked it. Yeah, Johnny English, indeed. Despite all the copyright problems we've had in this stream, I had to show this advert. And you know what? The Mr. Bombastic dance as well from Mr. Bean's Holiday. I gotta show that as well. This is so good. Mr. Lover Lover. I'm sorry. I don't know what's more hilarious, the music or or the dancing. I don't know what's more hilarious, the song or the dancing. What's this? This is the high quality version. Mr. Lover Lover. There was even an iTunes ad for it. I have no idea what the lyrics even mean, but what do you think of this dance, Odd? Well, I'm ending it at 10:45, Lewis, but on the off chance charcoal does show up right when I'm ending, I'm gonna keep going. What do you think of it, Odd? All that dancing. See if I can actually try and find... He danced like Heather for real. How do you know? Was she dancing to that very song on like New Year's Eve or something? Was she dancing to that very song on New Year's Eve, Odds?
call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic, call me fantastic. Touch me.
I've seen her dance. Oh, right, but has she actually danced to that very song before?
Mr. This is a Mr. Rose, smooth, just like a silk.
How she dances in general. She had to save the day from me. Oh. Changes my Batman outfit and I had to go save the day. Oh yeah, right. What? Listening to the actual song, alright. Mr. Bombastic for the fantastic. What show do I hate the most? Probably Baby Jake. Because it just has no substance. Little to no worthwhile substance whatsoever. People complain about Teletubbies having literally no substance whatsoever, but that applies much more to Baby Jake in my opinion. At least Teletubbies still has something that could be considered a narrative in each episode. Baby Jake simply doesn't. Teletubbies is kind of shit still. Again, I do get why so many people think that, but at the same time, it's actually genius in some ways. Teletubbies is literally both stupid and genius at the same time. Even though the show was aimed at infants, a lot of effort, certainly in the production value, still went into it. Proving that regardless of your target audience, you still, regardless of how young your target audience is, you still have to put effort into the into the content you're making. We need a Pingu and Teletubbies crossover, and how would that play out? One time in the bath. I've literally just remembered this. That is the Hoover. Effort of the show, yes. One time when in the bath of all places, me and my sister once did a Teletubbies and Mario crossover role play in the bath. Just saying that is stupid, I know, but that's just how we were then. You think of that, odd? Me and my sister, the Teletubbies and Mario crossover roleplay me and my sister once did in the bath. What? If effort is people dancing around dressed like weird alien things. No, it's more than that. It's also the sets and things and Teletubby Land itself, where they had to literally get Flemish giant rabbits to keep the rabbits in scale with the characters. And Flemish giants are pretty damn expensive. Roleplay plus bath plus sister equals exactly odds. Kid me was very, very messed up. Yes, Electro. A roleplay where Mario actually met the Teletubbies. Can you guys tell how stupid I was as a kid? Field sets. Well, not so much hard, more expensive. Because when you really think about everything that went into Teletubbies, it was still pretty expensive. Because all of those Flemish giant rabbits, and getting the establishing shots with them was another story, because getting the establishing shots with the rabbits was another story, because every time the crew tried to film, the rabbits would be constantly getting it on, in the words of Steve Reviews. But yeah, they built an entire outdoor set for Teletubby Land. I think younger you predicted. Yes! Yes, yes, we did. Exactly. Exactly, James. Hey, Lindsay. Then Teletubbies kill his ass. No more one-ups for him. Oh yeah, that's exactly what happened in SMG4's videos. I can't remember, Lewis. Okay, I'm gonna get up to Eternal, and then I'll end the stream. Gonna get up to Eternal, then Sacrifice, then I'm gonna end the stream. Yes. It means having sex. Oh, why was Kid Me so messed up? I may have done so many innocent things, like watching Mr. Bean, but... You were so boring, though. Alright. I don't think I'm being too sensible when I say there's no coherent jargon. It's just gibberish. I'm full of randomizers. Ah, if you say so, and I completely get it. Why people think it's just gibberish. And the reboot didn't go full on CGI with the sets as well. For the sets in the reboot, for the outdoor sets in the reboot, they actually used miniatures and composited them in. And composited them into the blue screen of the Teletubby actors, which they filmed on a blue screen. You also did messed up videos where you crapped on users you hate. Exactly! Even in more recent years, I've done stuff I regret. Literally just brain rot. Again, I understand your opinion, Stan. It's actually a crime you could go to jail for 55 milliseconds. Yeah, as I said, I did a lot of innocent things as a kid, but I did some stupid things as well. Just a way to melt my brain. Oh, it's just a way to melt a brain. Stan would completely agree with you, Electro. No, I'm not. I don't think that's a man-child thing to do, Stan. It gives off a really nice. It legitimately gives a really nice flavor. War Dangers. I mean, come on. Am I not allowed to not complete... Am I not allowed to completely leave... Am I not allowed to not completely leave behind the shows I loved as a kid? Because I still do. And he was using a stick to eat them. Stan, I think you'll find that was actually a wooden fork I was using, not a stick. Ought to rate I ought to remake the stupid Mario Teletubbies crossover unit. Yeah, you should. No, you're not allowed to. Sorry, it's a new law that's just been made. My arse, it's a new law that's just been made. I'm gonna rebel against that law, odds. I'm gonna do a V for Vendetta-esque, I'm gonna do a V for Vendetta-esque, campaign against that new law. Viva la revolution! We must rebel against the government for imposing that draconian law. Viva la revolution! I'll say makes much more sense than those alienate things, whatever the Teletubbies are. I've actually come up with my own headcanon for for just who the Teletubbies are and where they came from, and like, yes, I actually do have a Teletubbies headcanon, which I will explain in my upcoming VHS review of it. Are also illegal now. Well, they were illegal anyway, but V still did them, but V still carried them out. How did the Mario Teletubbies crossover go? All I really remember about it is... all I remember about it is Mario just arguing with the Teletubbies over what each part of their world was. He stubbornly refused to accept that the path leading away from their dome wasn't a railway. And the Teletubbies called him Stupid Mario. For fuck's sake. And then it just ended with them basically saying, "We can't deal with this shit anymore," and then the episode ended. Oh yeah, of course, Stan. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. I'd like to think he did. Viva la revolution! Oh dear. Okay, I guess I'll get up to just to Eclipse Plus then. Don't expect me there. Why not, Mr. George? What are you up to tomorrow? Sucking my cock. Die! It's been a while since you've been on one of Stan's live streams, Odd. Think you can make it tomorrow? His stream starts at 3:30 your time tomorrow, and it's going to be about the Tyne-and-Wear Metro, the metro that runs throughout Newcastle. Which I was hoping to go on a big busy, we'll see. What are you big busy with? Doing shit with Victor? Oh, shit. Stupid Oblivion. Oh, damn! Oh, you cheeky bugger. Why not? What's he up to tomorrow? More content to do? Completely fair. oh god, George. And I'm probably going to be writing more of the script for, I might head out with some friends. I might head out. Head out with some friends. Alright, completely fair. Well, if you do come on, if you do end up coming on, we're looking forward to seeing you. And you could admire the Tyne and Weir Metro's square trains. Yeah, the Tyne and Weir Metro trains do have a very, very quaint look to them, in my opinion. They're just literal boxes. They're just literal boxes on train bogies. Literally, aside from Toby the Tram Engine, the Tyne and Weir Metro trains are literally the boxiest trains around. He's not into trains either. He's not into trains either and might go off topic. Honestly, I don't mind either way, to be honest, Stan. Hate Superwipe? Yeah, I get why. Hang on, I'm just gonna get up to Eclipse Plus, then I'll sacrifice, then I'll end the stream. So yeah, you might like the look of the Tyne and Weir Metro trains. They really are very boxy. It's so quaint. I've always loved the design of the Tyne and Weir Metro trains. I'm starting to want the new ones now. Why's that, Stan? I may have not been able to go on the Metro when I was in Newcastle on Wednesday, but how come you're starting to not like them? More golems. No, golems aren't boxy in the slightest, odds. They're much bigger than the industrial engines I showed you last week. But yeah, how come you're starting to not like them, Stan? I've always liked them. And it is a shame that they too will be gone soon. It is a shame that many of my favourite trains, many of my favourite modern trains have now been withdrawn and have been replaced with, in my opinion, mostly inferior trains, in my opinion. It really is a shame that a lot of my favourite modern trains have now been withdrawn and replaced with inferior ones. But I suppose I now know how a lot of train enthusiasts felt when steam engines were being withdrawn from the railways. In a perfect world, of course not, Lewis. Pingu and Shaun the Sheep, how would that go? Need Thomas and Terrorhawks crossover? Yeah, especially as the Terrorhawks were the ones who introduced Thomas to British TV. Trains are constantly getting worse? In what way? Oh, that's not necessary, Stan. In a perfect world, steam, diesel, and electric trains would all be working in unison with each other on various different parts of the railway network. The modern intercity trains on the main lines, those awesome modern intercity trains on the main lines, and steam trains still being run on some of the more rural lines, and the occasional express passenger steam train as well. In a perfect in a perfect world, that is, in my opinion, what the railways would be like. Steam, diesel, and electric trains all working in harmony. Which is basically exactly what the Redcliffe and Guinea Bridge Railway is. We should use steam on branch lines? Yeah. Exactly, Stan. So does a perfect world. Regular electricity on main lines. Still there, Odd? Stream's nearly over now. Yeah, I will be ending the stream fairly soon. Die! Diesels and steam for industrial work. Scabberton. Mr. Beeching started it all? Indeed. Including the withdrawal of steam trains. Including the complete withdrawal of steam trains. Because, you know, part of me has been wanting to do a stream about Dr. Beeching and why he was such an asshole. Yeah, the BR Standard class of Standard series. Oh, an occult, yeah, boy. The BR Standard series of trains, of steam locomotives, were originally supposed to last until the 1980s. That would have been great, seeing steam trains running on British railways until the 1980s. Certainly better than seeing all those engines withdrawn within just 20 years of them entering service in favour of diesels. I know I've gone off topic, but I've gone far off topic, but I've honestly got nothing left to say about Mr. Bean now. Now, bugger! Shit. Joking in case nobody knows that. Alright. But what I definitely plan to do this year in terms of live streams is do 4 streams, each dedicated to the big 4 British railway companies. The LNER, the GWR, the LMS, and the Southern Railway. I'm sure you'll all find that interesting, even odd to some degree. He did end up finding the narrow gauge railway stream I did back in June interesting, in some degree. Something none of us were expecting. Especially in BR Black. Yeah. 9F doubleheader. Awesome. A really awesome sight. So yeah, those streams are going to be dedicated to explaining just why the Big Four era was, in my opinion, the best era for British railways. 1923 to 1939. Yeah, I know what you mean, Stan. Oh, come on, let me have a slice of the pie of that occult. Oh yeah. -1.7%, alright. Yeah, boy! Oh, shit. Very, very shortly, Lewis. Can you please stop asking me? Now I've got to get back up to... It's because that stream went on for a little bit longer, just purely because I just saw that occult. They were unrecognizable pulling express trains. Last legs. No, but it was just a sad sight, though. It was still a very sad sight, though. Stan, you still there, Rod? I'm about to end the stream. So, yeah. Be ready to say goodbye to everyone. Look, well worked. Yeah, understand that. Alright, cool. I could tell how much you loved it with all that effort you put into Smokey, your model of Smokey. Yeah, it is. Did younger you do? Oh, can't think of anything else off the top of my head. So, you looking forward to those streams, Odd, where I talk about that I'm going to do at some point this year, or where I talk about the all four of Britain's big four railway companies that existed between 1923 and 48, and well, 47 really. Yeah, 1948 existed for 25 years. Okay, now to sacrifice. 225.41k, boy. Slightly redoing Smokey? In what way? You don't know? Well, hopefully you'll find them interesting. As I said, you did at least find the, you did seem to find the narrow gauge railway stream somewhat interesting in some degree. You and Victor both seem to find it somewhat interesting. Oh god, that was definitely... the narrow gauge stream was definitely one of my favourite streams of last year. So was stream 141, where it just went completely batshit insane. And both times Charcoal came to the streams in 2000 in stream 145 and stream 148. That was fantastic as well. I think I remember Chris Eden... I have a vague memory of Chris Eden Green mentioning that in his video about them. Get on with their lives as normal. No! No, I'm pretty sure the DWR were also part of the War of Speed as well. Those three companies were in the War of Speed, while the Southern Railway was the only one who just got on with their lives. Needs to appear more dirty than rusty? Fair. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So am I. Okay, I shall end the stream now. Thank you all so much for coming. It's been a great first stream of 2024, despite all the problems we've had. With, you know, getting copyright blocked and such. Hope you all had a ton of fun tonight's stream. As I said, next week it'll be back to business as usual. I definitely do still want to do that drunk live reaction to Paw Patrol the Mighty Movie at some point. Good night to you too, Wad. I definitely do still want to do the drunk live reaction to Paw Patrol the Mighty Movie fairly soon. At some point this month. And then the big 4 railway company streams across the rest of the year. So I hope you're looking forward to all those and my upcoming VHS reviews and all my other content this year. And yes, my retro gameplays are also going to be coming back this year. So yeah, I hope you're all looking forward to all of that. Thanks again so much for coming, everyone. I do. Yeah, hopefully I'll be at your Tyne and Weir Metro stream tomorrow, Stan. No, I don't. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was nice to see you. It's one of my favourite comedies too, Mr. George. Yeah, bye-bye everyone. Thank you all so much for coming. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves and are looking forward to the upcoming streams. Please like, comment, share this stream with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to me, Train Lover 16 already. And I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye everyone.